It's our favorite day of the week, and we're so excited to be here. Thank you for joining the Dumping Ground. It's nothing like having you guys supporting us, liking, subscribing, and sharing these amazing testimonies. And we're super excited. We want to hug each and every person. Thank you so much from the bottom of our heart for sharing our platform. And if you're not sharing, or if you're not, please make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to our channel because we want to make sure that we're out here sharing our testimony, our love, and celebrating our wins with each and every one of you. So thank you so much. I always have to start off with gratefulness, and we appreciate you. But today is an amazing day, and we're super excited. We took a little time off, which is okay, right? But we're back on this thing with Testimony Tuesdays, and we always have amazing women of God or men of God who have these stories that they would like to share. You guys know our theme this year is progress over perfection because that's, we be trying to be perfect, but perfect is an illusion, right? Every day you want to strive for progression, not perfection, right? And so, again, we're excited for this amazing woman of God who's on our show that's here to tell us her stories. We're here to rally around her as she celebrates her wins, as she tells us her tests that she had to overcome to get the blessings of what the Lord has done for her. And we're super excited to be able to hear all of her stories and her journey, how she's come and how she made it this far. We know if it wasn't for the Lord on her side or all of our side, where would we be? So we're so excited to have Miss Sandra on our show. Miss Sandra, say your last name for me again.
Igboji.
Igboji. The J is silent. The J just throws my brain off every time I see it. It just was like, am I saying it right?
It's okay. Everybody does the same thing.
Igboji. And I'm excited for you to be on our show today to share your story. Again, you are a mom. You have a double duty. You are a mom plus a foster mom. So that's such an amazing anointing. Everybody doesn't have that to foster kids, and that's something that God dropped on you. So I'm honored that you even took that up on to be a mom to somebody else's kids, right? Then you're stepping in to fill in the gap. So I just want to give you your flowers on that and say thank you for being that person to sow seeds in someone else's life, that be that statue, that mom, and they will always remember you, and they're your kids. So I just appreciate you taking that on. And also you are a widow as well, and you're a woman of faith. And it's just so cool how we met. We met through our community. You were invited, and you've been stuck like Chuck. Like it's like I felt like I've been knowing you all my life.
I know, right?
And I'm excited to hear how this journey began, the origin, and to be a part of it. And again, I'm excited for you. Sorry, it's just like and more ands. So I'll give you their moment, Miss Sandra. Again, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to come on the Dumping Ground platform to share your testimony on Testimony Tuesday. So let's just get into it. I know your favorite scripture is Ecclesiastic 11:4. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. So I didn't even. I mean, we always do Ecclesiastic, and everybody say, "What you sow, you should reap, and what you reap, you will show." Like that's the famous Ecclesiastic scriptures and everything. So let's talk about leveraging your faith. How has your faith guided you through challenges or uncertainties?
Well, when it comes to my faith, it wasn't always great.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't start off being such a strong believer in the beginning. Something brought me to where I am today when it comes to being a believer, a strong believer in Christ Jesus, a believer in God the Father. And that was from the incarceration of my son. And that's a story that takes a lot of time, but I'll try to nip it in a short time because I know we don't have much time here. But my journey started with my faith. It was really, really shaken. I prayed a lot for almost 10 years, but I was only praying that God would release my son.
Mm.
I wasn't praying to get to know God.
Mm.
I wasn't praying for God to enrich my life. I wasn't praying to be the daughter that He created me to be. I was only praying for God to release my son. And had He did that, I would have gone back to my life, which was messed up, jacked up, if I may say, just complete mess. But that's not what He did. He allowed my son to be sentenced to 17 years in Texas State Prison. And when he done that, I was angry. I was bitter. I was hurt. I was confused. I didn't understand. But he had a plan.
Yes.
I knew nothing about his plan.
Yeah.
All I know is that I wasn't going to see my son for 17 years, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So God knew in order for him to save my son without my interference, he had to work on me first.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did. He broke me down to the littlest of absolutely nothing. He broke me down so small. I was angry with my family. I was angry with my friends because I thought they had abandoned me during this test. No, they did not abandon me. He removed them out of my way so that he can work through me. So he pushed them all to the side. Not all of them, but a majority of them. Because he knew that I would be relying and depending on them versus him.
Mm.
So those people went on their mighty way. And one day, I was in the shower, excuse me, and I said, my mom is gone. I said, my dad is gone. My
Mm-hmm.
mom is gone. My husband is gone.
Mm-hmm. Now my son.
Now my son is gone.
Mm.
In the shower, he said, you still have me.
Oh my God.
He said, you still have me. And I said to him, I said, I need you.
Yeah.
In order for me to go through this journey, I need you.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I've been with you all this time. Just needed you to understand that put me first. I got you. And that's how my journey began, Makisha, in my shower, which I spend a lot of time because I always want to hear from him.
Yes, yes, me too.
I'm the most cleanest somebody
Me
walking around here. I'm
too.
always looking for his word in the shower.
Yes. It reminds me of it makes me feel like, the washing of the word is what he says. And I feel like, and when I'm in the shower, I'm getting the tangible part of the washing of the word. Like I'm cleaning you, not that I'm only cleaning you on the outside, I'm cleaning you on the inside, because my prayer is creating me a clean heart, right? And renew a right spirit means, so that moment, it's like it's a tangible moment of me that he's doing it on the inside too. You get what I'm saying? So he's like washing and everything, and like I'm making you clean, white as snow. So I thought it was
No, no, no. And it seems like I stayed in that shower all night
just me. Yes.
because I was just talking to God and I could hear
Yeah.
him. My heart had stopped beating so fast.
Oh my
I
God.
was so calm and I was so
Mhm.
peaceful, and my anger and my bitterness and all that stuff just
Mhm.
went away. And I now began to just focus on his word.
Nice.
How did I do that? My older sister, who was responsible for me being in Texas for 38 years, um, she started praying with me
Mhm.
and giving me some really good spiritual advice from a sister. And my sister Jean. And my other sister, Melissa, she would call me every single day for 9 years. Jean would call me every day. My sister Melissa would call me to pray with me
Mm-hmm.
because they know that I was broken and I needed prayer.
Mm-hmm.
When I gave them my testimony about what God had did for me in the shower, they said that their prayer was working for me because they knew they needed to work on me because
Mm-hmm.
Jarrell was going to be taken care of by God.
Yeah. Yeah.
God was going to take care of me as well. They needed me to form a relationship and see how good it would be if I had a relationship with God. So I started giving in. I started praying. I started reaching out. I just changed my whole course of how my life was going to go. And I know it was nothing but God who was directing me. Because I was like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not that smart. No way. I'm doing all this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. I'm waking up at, I'm on a 24-hour prayer line where you pray for 24 hours. I'm fast. I'm fasting. What? Really? Yeah, I'm fasting. I'm getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to pray. Come-
Oh.
Okay, I see what you're doing. I got you. I see what you're doing. Okay, we're gonna keep going with this. My son was 9 hours away from home, 9.5, almost 10 hours away from home. I had to drive those 10 hours. Not because I didn't have anyone to go with me. Robert was with me. Robert is my significant other. Robert went with me, but I told Robert, no, I want to drive this. I want to make sure I can make that drive in case you can't come one of those days with me
Mm-hmm.
and I have to go and see my son. That's when my journey started. I went to see Jarrell. I'm going to sum it up.
Mm-hmm.
See Jarrell in Lamesa, Texas, almost 10 hours away. The journey was fine. Brace yourself for this, because this is my story.
Hey.
Second time, I went to see my son. I stopped at 1 o'clock in the morning at Bucky's, right around the corner from my house, get my first cup of coffee. My second cup of coffee is at 5 o'clock at Exxon, and 4 hours later, almost 5 hours at some little town. I was at the coffee machine getting my coffee, and I was walking back. I saw somebody in my provincial view. How do you say parental vision?
Peripheral view.
I
Mm-hmm.
saw someone, but I just kept on going. The man said to me, he's going to be all right. I kept going. He said, he's going to be all right. I turned around. He said, yes, I'm talking to you. Your son's going to be all right. You're going to see your son, right? I didn't know what to do. I said, yes, sir, I'm going to see my son. Immediately, I started choking up. I got chills all over my body. And I said, sir, I said, thank you so much for, I asked the man no questions. All I said was, sir, because his back was turned to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, sir, thank you so much. God bless you. He said, you need to understand that your son's going to be all right. That God got your son, don't worry. That's when my journey started. I went to pay for my coffee. The lady at the counter was smiling. And she said, oh, don't worry. We got it. I didn't pay for my coffee that day. I paid for my coffee the first trip. I didn't pay for my coffee the second trip and no other trips afterwards. That Exxon gave me free coffee every time I went to see Jarrell. I went in the car. I told Robert, I said, it's a man in there. He told me that Jarrell gonna be all right. He said, what'd you say to him? I said, I didn't say a word to him. He just said it to me. And I said, thank you, sir. And I said, God bless you. He said, it can only be God.
Oh, be God.
So, Makisha, and I'll say it again, that was the beginning of my journey. The
Mm-hmm.
entire 9 hours that I drove to this place, every stop I made, it was an angel waiting for me.
Wow.
Even in McDonald's, when I got to the hotel, second time, brace yourself, I got to the prison. This time the warden was there. They all came out to meet me because I'm driving 9 and 10 hours away. I'm there during the weekday, so nobody's visiting. I'm the only visitor. Every single time I went, I was the only visitor. And I'm praying as I'm driving. I got my headphones on. I'm praying and listening to my music and just talking to God because Robert's asleep. My
Mm-hmm.
grandson in the background, in the back,
Mm-hmm.
he's asleep. I'm just praying to God and, thanking God, for the journey and excited to see Jarrell and hope that I meet Jarrell in good spirits, and that he's
Mm-hmm.
all doing well. I meet the warden. So, you're back again. I've heard about you. You're back again. I said, yes, sir. I'm back to see my son. He said, well, Miss Garcia, the secretary, Miss Garcia, gonna sit with you and have why you have to visit. I said, okay, thank you. You see how I'm remembering names.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, sir, I said, what kind of schooling do you guys um, have here? For the prisoners. He said the Bible. I said, excuse me. He said the Bible. He said they need to learn the Word of God. If they did, they wouldn't be coming here.
My
That's what the warden told me. The secretary, the warden, the correctional officer, Miss Ferguson, who laid hands over me and Jarrell and prayed over us, they all go to church together. God sent Jarrell there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
While he was there, Mr. Barry at the gate, everybody was believers. So every time I went on that journey, I was happy to go because God was leading me all the way. Because it's 9 hours away, I said, God, this is tough on me. But I had a good boss who was also a believer who would let me off work once a month for 2 days to go and see about my son. I thank God, I prayed, and I said, God, this is a lot on my arthritis. I said, I can't do this drive too much longer. I said, it's hard for me. Jarrell called me one day from Galveston. That's an hour away from me. I said, what you doing in Galveston? He said, oh, they moved me. I said, they moved you to Galveston? I said, what correction center they have in Galveston? He said, well, it's a hospital here. I came, they're gonna do my knee. I'm gonna have knee surgery. I said, really? He said, yes, ma'am. I said, okay. Well, I called to check on Jarrell, but because he hadn't signed the paper, I couldn't get any information on him the first time. At number two, boy, I'm telling you something. I called the second time. I got a patient advocate. She told me, she said, I'm a mother. I understand how you feel. She said, I can't give you any information on your son, but I can take a paper to your son so that he can sign it so that I can give information to you regarding your child. And that's what she did. And that's how I was able to find out everything about Jarrell. Before we got on the phone, the lady and I, we prayed. And I told her, from now on, I'll be praying for you and your family. I thanked her. God is still moving. He's still going. I mean, we're still walking this journey. He's still blessing me. He's still working through me. He's still working with me. But this time when I would have a setback, I understood now. I wasn't just praying now for Jarrell to come from out of that place.
Mm-hmm.
I was praying for God to work through Jarrell so that Jarrell can understand who his father is, not his mother.
Absolutely.
So we went through all that. Makisha, to sum this up, Jarrell wound up 8 minutes away from the house. I could have walked to go see Jarrell. They moved him from Galveston, less than 10 minutes from the house. And Jarrell served the rest of his time all within an hour away from the house, 30 minutes. God, in the meantime, the Spirit led me to where I needed to be. I said, it's time for me to rededicate my life to Christ. Because God, you're moving. And I saw some shifting in Jarrell as far as shifting in me. I'm like, you just doing all this stuff. It's just going so fast. And next thing I know, Jarrell was in prison 6 years, and I saw such a change in my son. I saw a change in his attitude. I saw his change in his prayer life. I'll call you back. I'm praying. You know, I'm in this prayer group. Let me call you back. You know, because I would call the prison and ask them to do a health check on Jarrell, have Jarrell to call me because he hadn't called me in 2 days. But he was busy in his classes. God had done already touched him. He was doing his own thing. It went on, praying, fasting, and loving it. This journey has been so amazing for me. It has, I mean, it's my food now, you know, and through the time he was incarcerated, I kept getting nourished, I kept getting fed. God kept putting people in my life to help me eat, to help me where I didn't have to worry about all those things I worried about yesteryears. I say yesteryear, I'm talking about those years ago. He just rooted me, grounded me, and said, this is what you're going to be doing from now on. And if you do this, this is what's going to happen for you. This is what's going to happen for you. Not all good things. That was testimonies. I went through it all. But I'm telling you, majority of it was good.
I love that.
Sum it up with Jarrell. Jarrell, hey, it was all this time now for the parole and blah, blah, blah. The officers at the prison was writing letters to the parole office. The officers at the prison were writing letters to the parole people because Jarrell had become such a model prison.
Oh my God.
When I would go there, my God, all I heard was your son is so respectful. And I knew that he was because that's who he is. You know, he's so respectful. He stay out of the way. He does whatever we ask him to do. The warden said, "It's your son?" She said, "I was waiting to meet the mom." He said, "I don't know your son from Adam. All I know is I hear about your son." He said, "I hear all these things about your son." He said, "It's time for your son to go." He said, "It's time for your son to get out of here and go start living his life and doing what it is that he's supposed to be doing in life." We prayed. People at the prison prayed. This Jarrell is 30 minutes from the house because they moved him from the 8 to 9 because they go through this other prison to go through the system to leave. When you're leaving, they switch you around. He was never more than an hour away from the house. Wow. And God answers prayers.
Yes, he does.
God answers prayers not when you or me or him or they or whomever. He answers prayers when he knows that we can handle those prayers that need to be answered. He doesn't always give us when we want what we want when we want it. He gives it to us when he knows that we need it.
Absolutely.
In my life. So before my son came home, I went on and rejoined church. I was Catholic. I was Catholic all my life. I have nothing bad to say about the Catholic Church other than the fact that I needed more out of my faith. I needed more to know more about God. And not that I maybe could have learned from them, but it wasn't feeding my soul.
Yeah.
And I went where God told me to go. and plant my seed. And that's exactly where I went. From that planting of that seed there to joining church, I got rebaptized. I needed to be that shower. I needed to be washed and cleansed. And that's exactly what I did. And since I've done that, my life has changed. Because I no longer look at the world and be a part of so much that's out there. I'm so busy in different. I pray so much every day, all day long. I have 5:30, I have 7:30, I have 2 o'clock, I have 9 o'clock. After 9, with Jessica, I'm going to sleep. 5:30, 6:30 with Miss Shelley, 2 o'clock with Miss Sandra, 7:30 prayer on the patio. This is Monday through Friday. I
Yeah.
have we have every other Tuesday with the dumping ground.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have what I don't have no time. Sometimes I hear the news, sometimes I don't. But through it all, I lost my husband. Can I?
Yeah. Yes.
I lost my husband in 2005. He died of lymphoma cancer.
Mm-hmm.
My husband passed away. I struggled with that. I was
Mm-hmm.
lost. I was lost. I was lost in myself for a
Mm-hmm.
long time. My husband was Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
Jarrell was sent to go live in Nigeria for some time, different times, school there and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. And even after my husband passed away, I still did not build my faith up.
Yeah.
It's not until he took away the most precious thing that I valued more than maybe valuing God, which was Jarrell. And he made me understand that you shall not put no one,
Man. Yes.
even that little boy I gave you. That's a gift that I gave you. You didn't give him to me. I gave him to you, and I can take him anytime. So you're not to mourn your son. Your son is still alive, Sandra. He's just a few steps away from you. He can't sleep in the house with you at night, but you talk to him every day. Why are you mourning your son? I have not taken your son from you. I have not taken my son from you. Why are you mourning him? He had to let me know that you go see Jarrell every weekend. You see your son. There are some people who go to the graveyard to see their child. So I no longer, and I stopped mourning Jarrell and started praying with Jarrell and looking forward to going to see him because I wanted to enrich our prayer life together.
Mm-hmm.
We did all those things. Um, in April 2025,
Mm-hmm.
um, God said it's enough. Uh, uh, I think I know I have reached you,
Mm-hmm.
and you will not interfere with me and my son, and he gets to come home. And Jarrell came home
Yes, he did.
through a lot of praying, through a lot of fasting and praying and
Crying.
non-stop crying.
Yes.
I'm a crier. I'm surprised I haven't cried yet.
Me too. Me too.
Non-stop crying, and he just, I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay. Hey,
He
doggy.
showed me who he was. If only
Mm-hmm.
I just believe.
Man.
And when that happened, everything changed. So I will say this, that no matter what it is that you're going through in your life, I've been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I left out the part that I'm a country girl from Louisiana, didn't have much, but
But God. That's your but God moment. But
he
God.
he showed me
Mm-hmm.
what he was going to do for me, even when I didn't believe. He showed me who he was. So I have a foster home. Can I say that?
Yes.
I have 5 foster boys. My niece Carolyn got me involved in this. I say her name because it's okay to say her name.
Oh, yes.
And I said, "What are we doing, girl?" She said, "We're gonna help these children. You got this house, ain't nobody there but you, and you going crazy there, so you may as well." I was like, "Okay." Fast forwarding. You know what it's like to be home during the holidays and not have nobody with you?
Nobody. Yes.
Still yet, I didn't know what God was doing. Being home, doing Christmas, doing things, whatever. Just being home in an empty house by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
He filled that void for me.
Wow.
Those children that I have, my kids, my
Mm-hmm.
foster children, my children, those kids enriched my life for almost 10 years.
I love that.
Had not been for those kids and God,
Yes.
there's no telling where I would be.
Yeah.
Those children nursed my wound. They even take my blood pressure. My children love me.
I love that.
Those kids come and see about me. My children, and my old ones too,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that are gone,
Mm-hmm.
they call and check on me. Throughout all these years, I would have never made it. My life would not have been so joyful without my children.
I love that.
My kids, God filled this house with all these children so that I would not sit in here
By yourself.
mourning by myself, Jarrell.
Mm.
And look at all the rest of these children who need you. Enrich their lives, bring them to me. Teach them about who I am. Let these children know your son's story, your story, and bring them to the kingdom. Let Jehovah be
Mm.
flowing through their lives.
Man.
And that's what I do. And it has worked. My children love going to church. My children love being a part of the kingdom.
I love that.
They have one every time the every time the pastor says come and join church. He done went up there twice. I said, Adam, you just went 30 days ago. You haven't even gone through the confirmation classes yet.
He was like, I'm going again just to make sure I'm double
She
timing.
said, Miss Sandra, I just feel like being up there. I said, well, go ahead on and go. And Pastor Caldwell said, oh, you back again. It's so funny.
Oh
And
my
and
God.
this past Sunday, they didn't go to children's church. I don't know why it was a
Mhm.
confusion. They sat in the
Mhm.
overflow, and when they said made the announcement where everybody wants to come and join church,
Right, right.
he looked at me, he did like this. I said, right, 3 Adam. Oh my God. So I say this, Makisha, that my children, the
Yes.
kids that God has placed in my life, He has placed before me,
I
the
love that.
children also bring so much joy, so much peace into my life. It allows me to give back to the community.
I love
My
that.
children and I are big ministry workers.
Mm-hmm.
We have shelters. We no longer have we have one shelter now who we go in. I'm allowed to say we go in gift during Christmas and we feed during Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And it's a community of my friends and family. They help, and my children and I, we go to different churches and serve.
Yeah.
It's so rewarding. We volunteer at our neighborhood church. It's very rewarding to the children, and they love doing it. And the
Yeah.
church loves them.
Absolutely.
The little community church here in my neighborhood, they often will call me, Miss Sandra, can the boys come over? Yes, they can come over. Yes, the little pastor, it's a small little church.
Yes.
It's not like my big church, but it is good.
That's
It
good.
is good, and it has been good. It has been good. All has been good. So, um, Jarrell, when he left a
Mhm.
6-year-old behind,
Mhm.
who is now 16 years old, and I had to I had to work with my granddaughter,
Mhm.
and in the beginning, I wasn't telling her the truth. She was too
Mhm.
young to know where he was. I just told her we're going to see your daddy's at school,
Mhm.
and every time I went, it really hurted me. But I didn't understand what was going, how my granddaughter was feeling
Yeah.
about not being able to touch her dad.
Mhm.
You know, she didn't understand why he wasn't taking her to school anymore. She's only 6 years old.
Yeah.
And she went through all that, especially when she was old enough to understand where her father was. I had to understand that this baby went through a lot.
Mhm.
This child should not have gone through that. She went through a lot. She
Mhm.
should understand the pain that and suffering that she
That's
went
it.
through.
Mhm.
Yes. But she's such a strong girl. And she's such a believer, you know.
I love that.
Um, yes, she is. And I thank God for her mother, because her mother also did a very good job of taking care of my granddaughter in the absence of her father.
I love that.
So
I love
Jarrell
that.
now has the time to can catch up, but he can move forward and
Mhm.
create more memories with his
Mhm.
daughter. So
Yes.
we're praying for that, because a lot of time has passed, and we're praying that they can, bond, rebond, and
Yes.
move forward. I have a beautiful granddaughter
Definitely.
whom I love very much, and Jarrell, Jarrell went to prison for
Mhm.
almost 10 years,
Mhm.
and Jarrell is now home.
Yep.
Jarrell has 3 weeks after Jarrell was released from prison, God led him to have a full-time job that pays him a full-time salary. In the midst of all of that, God gave Jarrell a second part-time job to work while he's away from the other job. God is just doing so much in his life.
I love
Jarrell went out and bought himself a new car with his in his own name.
that. I love
And
that.
Jarrell is now working on saving, and God is really, really working on Jarrell on getting his own place.
Yes.
He's been out 6 months. And God has put a lot of good people in his life. He has come across some good people,
I
good
love
believers.
I
Yes.
love that.
So I don't worry about Jarrell so much,
Mhm. Mhm.
because I'm too busy praying about him and praying for him, letting God do his business, because he already
Yes.
told me, step out, girl. You done made a
Yes.
mess of things. So don't even try to come
Yes.
in here trying to fix things now, because I done handled this boy. He knows what he's supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
Just keep on praying like you've been praying for him.
Absolutely.
So I say this to say that all that I just said, that Jarrell was no special.
Mhm.
I'm no special woman. My son was no special kid. If you believe, if you're not a believer,
Mhm.
you know who God is. I
Yeah.
always believe,
Mhm.
but I didn't have that faith.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't know God for who I should know Him for as my father.
Mhm.
As I said, I was just praying for my son to come out of prison.
Yeah.
I wasn't praying for God to transform my life. He did that all on his own. I mean, turned this girl like around.
I love it though.
But the thing about it is, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Other people, some they don't like it, but
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I'm
Yeah.
not in a trash talking place. I'm not into nobody's
Mhm.
mess. not into nobody's drama. I'm pretty much at my house with my praying sisters, which is one of them, Miss Makisha, and a lot of beautiful women. A small circle, but
Yes.
amazing, strong women
Yes.
that has helped me, that
Mhm.
is still helping me on my journey.
Yes.
And I am so blessed and I'm so thankful that Jessica
Mm-hmm.
has been able to use her platform, use her knowledge,
Yep.
use the power that God gave her to start bringing people to the kingdom of God.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was one that she captured.
I
You
love
know,
that.
I was one who she also enriched my praying life
Yeah.
because I wasn't opening up the Bible like I should be opening up the Bible. And I would always open up my Bible app on my phone. What
Mm-hmm.
is the difference for me when you have that Bible in your hand? When
Mm-hmm.
you're holding that Bible and reading it, looking at those words, and it's a whole different type of
It's a
love,
whole different field, right?
right? Yes, versus being on the telephone. Because I'm
Yes.
always in a rush. I'm always rushing.
Mm-hmm.
My sister gave me this.
Ooh.
This is a calendar, but
Ooh.
it's more than a calendar. It has helped me to manage my life. I
Oh,
even put prayers inside of here. It helps me to get myself and keep myself. This is my manager. Because when you write it down, you can go back, you can look over it, see how far you've come, you can see how you need to step it up, or you need to slow it down.
absolutely.
These things. It's in a calendar.
I
You know?
love it.
And she said, if you want to manage and organize your life, just write things down. It helps. She said the vision board, you know. And this has helped me a lot. Just this little book right here, just to put things down and see where I'm going, when I'm coming back, blah blah blah. Because I'm in menopause, girl. Like
Raise your hand if you know about getting
oh,
close to that thing.
take your time,
Woo.
trust me, take your time. You don't want it. So my story is no, I'm not married.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not special.
Right.
I'm just this little country girl from Louisiana who God decided that, hey, the life you're living, it's not, I have more for you. You
Yeah.
can still enjoy your life,
Mm-hmm.
but I have another type of enjoyment I'm
Oh,
about to give you and a different type of taste that you're getting ready to drink. And here it is. Ain't nothing special about me. Nothing
listen,
special about Jarrell.
I love it because the humbleness, right? And like you said, God used all of us. It's just, are you, when He gives you the direction, are you going to obey? Are you going to listen to what He said? Because He talks to us all the time. People be like, "Well, I don't never hear God talk." God talks to us all the time. It's up to you to listen. And sometimes we have to quiet the noise around us. Social media. I know I'm talking about myself. Social media, TV, all that stuff. Quiet that noise, and until you can hear that still small voice. Because sometimes it's just a still small voice, right? And it's just about you like you said, prioritizing it, let him know that he is first. He's not going to be competing with social media. He's not going to compete, right? He's not going to compete with these other lowercase g. He is God. Like he's almighty. And he's not going to compete for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to us to prioritize him and put him first. Seek ye first, right? And everything you have to acknowledge him in everything, all decisions, everything. I think the pastor was saying this weekend, he was saying, what we do, we write our plans down, blah, 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 blah. Lord bless it, versus saying, Lord, what is your will? What do you have me to do? What do you want me to do? What do
Thank
you want
you.
me to do? You know what I'm saying? No, then we have the audacity to take his scripture and write the vision, make it plain. But hold up, it's his vision, not your vision.
No, absolutely.
They get it twisted, right? So then we try to put word on it. And you know what I'm saying? It's his vision, right? Right. the vision that he has ordained for you when he called you, when he put you in your mother, before he knew you in your mother's womb, right? It's that vision, not, oh, I want a house, a car, to be successful, da, 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 da. He, all that stuff, he know you need that. He know you need a house. He know you need a car. He know you need food. He said, he look at the birds. Look at the flowers. They're here today, gone tomorrow.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Thank
you
you
know,
so much.
so I,
When, excuse me.
no, you're
When
good.
you say that, people say has never, I've never heard God speak to me. I used to say the same thing too. But now I hear him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I even hear him when I'm praying about something. I can look at a person standing outside and my message comes right. I can look at a homeless person and I give my answer. He doesn't have to visually come and say in my ear. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, audio, visual, audio.
Right.
He doesn't have to come in and whisper.
Mm-hmm.
He sends me all sorts of answers through all types of ways. I
Yes.
get it.
Yes.
I get it. Trust me. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to do this. That's why he
Yeah.
stopped me from going over there.
Yeah.
So
And I tell him, I said, I need you to break it down that a fool will understand. And the fool is Makisha. I need it broken down so far, that a food will understand, and the food is Makisha. I need it so plain. You know what I'm saying? Like write it on the wall so that the food can write it. I'm that fool. I you know what I'm saying? And I think again, it's about us prioritizing, and it's a relationship, right? Think about like your physical father. When your physical father or your physical mother was here on you spent time with your mother. Like, you
yes,
you did things with your mother nourished you, different things. You know what I'm saying? But you have to just like him, you have to spend time, you have to invest time and be with him and all that stuff, and he has to be first. Like he's a jealous god, like period. Like he ain't gonna be um he's not competing. There's no competition with God.
that's right.
He ain't competing for your love. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
correct.
It's up to you to be like, okay, God, I put this down and I want to come to you. You know what I'm saying? He's a gentleman. He ain't a rapist. He's gonna come to you as a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, yes. And if you're not hearing him, it's because you're
you listen to
not
something else.
listening. You have some other distractions in your life that's causing you to
Yeah,
not hear the message or
absolutely.
hear your prayers. Because sometimes he answers our prayers and we miss it.
Period.
We clearly miss it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, God comes in so many different ways, but you will know when it's from God.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
like I'm like you, he already know. Um, make it a 1, 2, 3, please.
Yes, please, sir. Please and
Make
thank
it
you,
one
sir.
plus one equals
Please,
two.
please, sir.
Please do not
Please.
go.
Please, Jesus, I need it. I'm saying, like, you know how these theologians and doctors shout out to you guys, and you want to know in the Greek and the Hebrew. And hey, God bless you. I need it so plain in English that, hey, I need it plain, and it's okay, and that's the relationship I have with them. It's great to have the Greek and the Hebrew, but and the history behind it, and great, but I need it so plain that when I digest it, I'm like, ooh, now I get it, I receive it. You know what I'm saying? So I listen. I am thankful. I am grateful for this opportunity that I get to know you a little bit more about your story. Thank you for sharing your vulnerable and your testimony about your son. Again, like I said, we don't know who our testimony inspires or where they may be right in the midst of that, and your story is their anchor to activate them to talk to Jesus or talk to God, or this the fire, right? And you flaming their fire. And I'm grateful that you came on our platform to share your story. I've heard parts of your story, and this was just adding more to your story to see that God had set you guys up. Even in the midst of the storm, he set up places, people, and things, even in the storm, and he took care of you and your son in the storm, right? But he had an umbrella, he had angels, he had things to protect you in the midst of it, right? And it fuels my feeling to know that if he did it for you and your son, he would do it for me and my child and my friends. And and it's not just that, it's just showing that he's a faithful God, right?
He's so faithful.
He's a faithful God. Even in our unfaithfulness, he is faithful. And that's what I got out of this. Even in our brokenness, right? Even in our situation where my battery is about to die. Even in our situations where we think injustice is done, but he is so just. And I'm grateful for his just for us. And I'm going to plug my computer because it's like, we're about to die. I'm like, no. Hopefully it's still. But yes, Miss Sandra, I'm grateful for you, and it didn't do it. I'm grateful for you, and my light went out. See, because it's about to
Thank
die.
you. It's okay. I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm so grateful to you for allowing me to be here to tell my story, to tell my testimony.
Yes.
Always remember there is no testimony without a test.
Yes.
God will test you. You will be
Yes.
tested, but you will
Yes.
come out victorious in the end. He did it
Amen.
for little old me and Jarrell, and he
Yep.
will do it for you.
Yep.
There's no such thing as just having a perfect life. There will be
Amen.
times when things is just not right, but just rely and depend on your God. Be
Ab-
loving, be kind, be
Yes.
good to people. It doesn't cost much to be good, to say a nice word. It's
Absolutely.
free, and God will enrich your life. Take care of His people. That's what
Absolutely.
we're here for, to take care
Absolutely.
of His children, who
Absolutely.
is everybody.
And you said it right. We want the monies, but not the test. We want the outcome without the test. And we have to go through the test in order to get the outcome. And the outcome always, it may not feel good, right? But he said, I'll never leave you, I'll never forsake you. So even in that peace, he's walking through. So again, thank you so much. My battery's about to
You're
die, but
welcome.
thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much
Thank
for
you,
joining us.
everybody.
Have
Thank
a
you,
blessed
everybody, for
one.
tuning in. Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank Oh, I'm coming, Bella. Oh my God. I'm coming, Mama.